They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. First play, and McCarthy to throw. Into space at the 45. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play, and a 1st down.
These were the chunk plays they thought they could get here against this pass defense. They thought the passing game favored their offense in this matchup, and I think we can expect this to be the case the rest of the game.
They'll run. This is Hall. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They bring Chase in motion. They'll go again with Hall. And this will be a short pickup down to the 45. Paris Leofau there on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Another run here with Hall. And he will have a Patriots 1st down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Oh, a loose football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They bring Chase in motion. Again, here's Hall. And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up 1st and goal.
They bring Chase in motion. A short gain, down to the 7. Second and goal. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. Stop at the 6. And that sets up 3rd and goal.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field.
To the goal line and in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Patriots. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken in at the goal line. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll get 19 out of that play. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Man in motion here is Tucker. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. He will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Going up top. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown number 9 for the year.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be a huge call. First and 10 now from the 36. Out of the pistol, here comes Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, second and 10. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
Again, brings up third down and 9.
First down away to the 26-yard line. And here's third down. He'll look to throw. The pressure gets there, and he goes down. A sack that should be the final play of this first quarter. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Here's Logan Cook now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
McCarthy to the air on second down. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. It's a big hit for the Patriots. And even 30 yards. Give left side. Here comes Hall. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, it will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he will get into the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, New England. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming, and the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He gets this one to Tucker. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
At the 39-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a first down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's caught by Gibbs. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They'll try to hit him with a screen. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
First down and goal to go.
Throwing now from the gun to the end zone. It's intercepted. Now look out. That ball is free in the end zone. The defense has got it. Talk about a big swing there. The offense was driving, had it in the red zone, looking to score. Not only does the defense stop them, Greg, they get the ball back and they improve the field position with a nice fumble return.
And what a change of events. You find yourself defending your own side of the field, and next thing you know, you scoop. For a minute, it looked like there was going to be a score, but either way, after running out of gas, he sets his offense up in a great situation.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their 2nd. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the give, it's Hall. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Passing right side, and Chase has it. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Yeah. Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one caught by Tucker. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw, and maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd.
Here's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we have reached halftime. These two teams separated by a touchdown. And we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback. And this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now a give to Gibbs, running right. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. That is fielded at the 20. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
They send him right out of the slot. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Man in motion, heading left. A run here with Hall. And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Third and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll air it out down the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
They'll send a tight end in motion. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll get a yard or two to the 8. Second and goal.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the Patriots 8-yard line.
A handoff. Gibbs running left. A second effort, and he is in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Jaguars. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
We are all square, 14 apiece the score, as this one's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Now flags fly. Looked like someone got going early, and it's going to turn into first and 15. To throw is McCarthy. No! chance at all. He'll go down.
Through the first half, it was clear. This pass protection, this offensive line unit, they were clearly up for the challenge. The pass rush was non-existent. But here in the second half, you can sense a little bit more urgency. You can see them start playing with a little more speed and intensity, and it pays off there with their first sack of the day.
That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Third and 9. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Now they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run with Gibbs. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest.
That is intercepted. Picked off by Javon Bullard.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
They bring Chase in motion. Give up the middle with Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Maris Leofau.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. This one taken in by Hyatt. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll go again with Hall. And he is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They bring the tight end in motion. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout. Now a 3rd and 2. Tight end on the move left. 3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the fourth quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
They'll run. It's Hall. He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. They bring Chase in motion. One more time, they give it to Hall. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. No place to run there. Good job by the D to stop him at the 2. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep the hammer down and go for it on 4th and goal. This caught, and he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to throw here to begin the drop. He's going to air this one out. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiir Elam.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
First and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Another run here with Paul. Now the Jags will use their third and final timeout.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
To the air on third down is McCarthy. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deonte Banks.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Now Gibbs. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. They'll throw out of the gun. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
The defense trying to come up with a stop on third down and 9. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now, and this one's good for a first down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They have time to work with, but they have no timeouts. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this...
And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, New England. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's first down. They'll run here. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
He was brought down by Kyle Hamilton. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, and he'll get this close to the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but it still leaves 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught right side, it's Franklin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So it's a win for the Patriots. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels got changed to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know the fun is up. James knew that when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R, the bar is raised. If you know me, know I can bar for days. Nothing to prove, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some